Okay, welcome Damodhar kids for our today's session, the Brahma Samhita session, and let's start our Guru Pranam mantra all together. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Shri
Gurave Namah.
Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapradaya Srimate Bhakti Swami iti Namah. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Nirvishesha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Okay, who is going to chant first?
Me Pranav. Me Yojit.
Okay, first Pranav, then Yojit.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Masterji.
Thank you so much, Pranav. Okay, Yojit, now you can sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Prahlad.
Okay, Prahlad, please sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, Shreya Shihari, okay. Sing please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Shreya Shihari. Okay, Raghav, yes, please sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you.
Balram.
Who want to sing now?
Balram.
Okay, Balram, please sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Balram. Thank you. Anybody else want to sing? Anybody who didn't sing yet want to sing? Yes, please sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Is there anybody who didn't sing yet?
Me, Janvi.
Oh yes, Janvi, please.
I never took it.
Thank you, Janvi. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is Shama Gauri.
Yeah, please sing, Shamaguru.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Shamaguru. Is there anybody else who didn't sing yet? Sorry, what's your name? Okay, so all of the kids are done, I think, with singing. So we can start with our session today. So we will do with the nice pastime of Chand Kazi, which we were doing last time also. Remember? So what happened? Remember that Chand Kazi was a Muslim man, and he actually broke the big mridanga when there was Sankirtan going on, right? So what happened now? We will see that how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meet with Chand Kazi, and like last time also he met, right? So he actually asked him like a few questions, and now we will see that what more question, what more conversation will happen between Chand Kazi and our Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so we'll see that thus there was a detailed discussion between Lord and Kazi. Then after due consideration, Kazi accepted defeat and spoke. What he spoke? Kazi spoke that, my dear Nimai, Pandit, what you have said is all true. Then Lord spoke to Kazi. Dear uncle, I wish to ask you another question. So, what was the first question in the last class? It was that he asked, actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked that if you consider a cow as your mother, then why do you kill him? Then there is a long conversation between them. And now there is again Lord actually going to ask again Kazi. So he's asking that, dear uncle, I wish to ask you another question. In your city, there is always congregational chanting of the holy name. As a Muslim magistrate, you have the right to oppose the performance of Hindu ceremonies. But now, you do not forbid them. I cannot understand the reason why. So now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking to Chand Kazi that how, like in your cities, everywhere chanting of the holy name is going on, and why you have the right to oppose the performance, but now you do not forbid them. So now kindly listen, O Gaur Hari. Then Kazi said that when I went to the Hindu's house, broke the drum, and forbade the performance of congregational chanting, then in my dreams, that very night I saw a greatly fearful lion, and his body like a human being, and his face like a lion. Anybody can guess who was him? Who was he?
Narasimha!
Yes, Narasimhadev. His body is like man, and his face is like lion. So Kazi saw Narasimhadev in his actually dream. Why? Because he actually, remember, he actually broke the drum and forbade the performance of congregational chanting. So now what Kazi said, let's see. Then he said, while I was asleep, the lion jumped on my chest. and placing its nail on my chest, the lion said, then what Narasimhadev said, that I shall immediately tear apart your chest as you broke the mridanga drum. You have forbidden the performance of my congregational chanting. Therefore, I must destroy you. So then, being very much afraid of him, I trembled. Then Kazi said, I was very much afraid. And then the lion said, I have defeated you just to teach you a lesson. If you perform such activities again, I shall kill you or your entire family. So now the Kazi was so afraid, but because of the mercy of Narasimhadev, he has given a chance to Kazi that okay, if you did it again, this mistake, that like breaking the drum and stopping the chanting and stopping the kirtan, then I will kill you for sure. Then Kazi is telling, just see the marks of his nail on my heart. And then the Kazi continued that I did not speak to anyone about this incident. But on that very day, one of my orderlies came to see me and said, when I went to stop the congregational chanting, suddenly a flame struck my face. My beard was burnt and there were blisters on my cheeks. Every elderly who went gave the same description. So see that like how it is like if you like they actually trying to stop the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They wanted to chant stop the like kirtan and everything. So what happened? Everybody was so afraid, and everybody like Narasimhadev came to Kazi's dream. He actually like so much like they told him that you should not do it, otherwise I will kill you. And other people also, how their cheeks and everything was burning, the hair was burning. It's like that. So now what happened, let's see, that after seeing this, I was very much afraid. So Kazi is telling that after seeing these things, like other people also, I was so afraid. And I asked them not to stop the congregational chanting. Then all the meat eaters, hearing that there would be unrestricted congregational chanting in the city, complained about the situation. And then I inquired from these Yavanas, why do you chant the name of the Hindu god? Then the meat eaters replied that sometimes I joke with the Hindus. Since that time my tongue also always vibrates the sound Hari Hari. So now we can see that even the meat eaters also, they actually, when they joke with the Hindus, they don't want it to say this name of Hari or Krishna or chant the name, but still their tongue actually vibrate Hari Hari, like how this Hari Hari. Okay. Yeah, so I have no desire to say it. So they are saying that because they are meat eaters, they don't want it to say it, but still my tongue says it. After hearing their complaints, I told them, please go back home. I shall certainly prohibited Nimai Pandit from continuing his Hare Krishna movement. So then Kazi actually told them that okay, fine, I'm going to stop this congregational chanting, and I will talk with Nimai. I will certainly prohibit Nimai Pandit. Who is Nimai Pandit? Who is Nimai Pandit? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so now he's Kazi telling that I shall certainly prohibit Nimai Pandit from continuing his Hare Krishna movement. And then I know that Narayan is the supreme god of the Hindus. Then Kazi said that he knows that Narayan is our Krishna, is the supreme god of the Hindus. And I think that you are the same Narayan. See how now Kazi is understanding that he understood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Nimai Pandit, is no other than Narayan, Krishna himself, right? So then this I feel within my mind. So he told that I understood this in my mind, that you are only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are only the Narayan. After hearing the Kazi, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him and said, by chanting of the holy name of Krishna, now you have become supremely pure. So see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful, he's so kind, he's the Lord, and he said that, see, by just touching him, he told that because you are now chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So chanting the holy name of Krishna, now you have become supremely pure. So we have to understand that whoever chants this Mahamantra, they become pure. And then the Qazi was a meat eater, but because he several times uttered the holy name of the Lord Krishna, automatically the reaction of his sinful life were vanquished and he was fully purified of all material contamination. So because he was eating meat and he was doing so many other activities which was bad, so all the sins were eradicated. Why? Because he was chanting the name of Krishna. So how powerful, you can see that chanting the name of Krishna, everything will be pure, everything will be like so nice. So then the Qazi immediately touched the lotus feet of the Lord and spoke, kindly favor me so that my devotion may always be fixed upon you. So see, Qazi now surrendered to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He spoke that, please give me a favor that my devotion may always be fixed upon you. I will always concentrate on you. I will always be serving you. Then the Lord, what he said? He said, you must pledge that the Sankirtan movement will not be stopped in the district of Nadia. So Lord said to Qazi that you should always see that this Sankirtan movement will never be stopped. This chanting of holy name will never be stopped in the district of Nadia. And then the Qazi said, to as many descendants as take birth in my dynasty in the future, I give this grave instruction, no one should stop the Sankirtan movement. And then he told that I will also not stop the Sankirtan movement, and even my whoever come in my descendants, whoever my granddaughters, grandsons, and whoever in my family, I will always see that they will never stop this Sankirtan movement. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went back to perform Kirtan, and the Qazi, his mind jubilant, went with him. Okay, so now we understand what is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that Lord appears in each and every millennium yuga to establish religious principles, to protect the devotees and destroy the miscreants. So we know from Bhagavad Gita also that Lord appeared to establish religious principle, to protect the devotees, because devotees always think of Lord and always want to take shelter from the Lord, and destroy the miscreants and those who are those who are stopping these things, like stopping the devotees or making them hard time or like that, and he destroy him, or whoever, like we can see also, like in Krishna Leela also, Krishna actually killed so many demons, right? So in this yuga, in this Kali Yuga, who came? Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so and the next part, or second point of the moral of the story is, Lord appears in the age of Kali in a golden form known as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is accompanied by his associates, and he performs Sankirtan Yajna, chanting the holy names and dancing in Kirtan. So, and what is the Kirtan? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
What's MSC stand for?
Okay. So now everybody be ready with our question and answer session. So what dream Chand Kazi saw?
Oh, the MSC.
So what dream Chand Kazi saw? Yes. Chand Kazi saw in his dream Narsimha Dev. He saw a person with a lion face, and he was scratching his chest, and he was telling, if you do it again, I will kill you. If you stop the Sankirtan movement, I will kill you. Okay. So next question, be ready everybody. What did Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu request to Chand Kazi?
Your tax return.
Stop!
Get it?
Thank you now.
Yes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested him that you must pledge that this Sankirtan movement will not be stopped in the district of Nadia. Okay? So he actually make him promise that you will never stop this Sankirtan movement in your life. Okay? Thank you so much, Kate, for listening so much nicely and participating in question and answer session. So let's welcome Anjana Gopika Mataji for today's Samhita's verse. So by saying Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much, Madhava. Okay, today we learn the
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. We will learn the next sloka of this Brahma Samhita. Okay, I will read the meaning and then I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Sama Sundara, Krishna himself with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart offered with the eyes of devotion, seeing with the self of love. The meaning is the devotees who have pure love for Krishna, they always see Krishna in their heart. Okay? Okay, everyone, you can repeat after me. Okay? Premanjana.
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 Purita.
Premanjana.
Purita.
Purita Bhakti.
Purita
Bhakti. Vilotanena. Premanjana Surita. Bhakti Vilotanena. Premanjana Surita Bhakti Premanjana Surita Bhakti Vilotanena. Santa Sadaiva. Hridesu Vilokayanti. Hridesu Vilokayanti. Hridesu Vilokayanti. Santa Sadaiva. Hridesu Vilokayanti. Premanjana Surita. Bhakti Vilotanena. Santa Sadaiva Hridesu. Vilokayanti. Premanjana Surita Bhakti Vilotanena.
Romanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana
Santa Sadaiva Hridesu Vilokayanti.
Santa Sadaiva Hridesu Vilokayanti.
Thank you. To try this 2 line of this sloka. It's fine. I will send the recording. You want to try, Janavi? Okay. Premanjana.
Premanjana Churitam
Bhakti Vilochana. Tanena. Santa Sadaiva.
Santa Sadaiva
Hridesu Vilokayanti.
Hridesu Vilokayanti.
Thank you. Thank you, Janavi. Yeah, okay, Yajit. Go ahead.
Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilokana Santa Sadaiva Hridesu Vilokayanti. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Yajit. You can all practice at home. We'll send the recording and tomorrow you can do the revision. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Now we can, Mataji, please take over the call, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
I'm fine.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for singing so nicely, and thank you so much, kids. Okay, so we'll move to our next part of the session, that is rhymes, and let's welcome Saroja Nandini Mataji by saying Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji, and hello to all kids. Thank you all. Today we're going to learn a rhyme again, a new rhyme, talking about the 4 pillars of religious life. Okay, so these 4 things are very important. We're going to learn what are the 4 things that's very important for religious life. Okay, so please repeat after me. I'm going to do 1 line. So the first line actually comes 3 times. And then, so please repeat after me. There are 4 pillars of religious life. 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 4 rules to guide you day by day. 4 rules to guide you day by day. Okay, let's do this part one more time. So the first line is repeated 3 times in 3 tunes. There are 4 pillars of religious life. 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 4 rules to guide you day by day. 4 rules to guide you day by day. Day by day. So the first one is about telling the truth, okay? You gotta tell the truth all of the time. You gotta tell the truth all of the time. You gotta tell the truth all of the time. You gotta tell the truth all the time. You got to tell the truth all of the time. You gotta tell the truth and never lie.
You got
Okay, so in every set of 2 lines, you're going to sing the first time and the third line at the same tune. Okay? Second time is going to be a little different. It keeps on listening. Okay, so don't sing all the 3 times same. Okay, so first time and the third time is different. Okay, the second one now, so it's about keeping yourself clean. You gotta keep yourself clean in and out. You gotta keep yourself clean in and out. You gotta keep yourself clean in and out. You gotta keep yourself clean in and out.
You
You gotta keep yourself clean in and out. You gotta clean your body and your soul.
You got
clean your soul. Okay, you can sing like this. You gotta clean your body and your soul.
You got
You gotta clean your soul. Third one, you gotta give out mercy. Okay, you gotta give out mercy to all living things. You gotta give out mercy to all living things. You gotta give out mercy to all living things.
You
You gotta give out mercy to all living things. You gotta give out mercy to all living things. You gotta You gotta be kind and never be cruel.
You got to be kind and never to be cruel. Kind and never.
Last one. You gotta be austere, don't take too much.
You got to be austere. Don't take too much.
You gotta be austere, don't take too much.
You got to be austere. Don't take too much.
You gotta be austere, don't take too much.
You got to be austere and don't take too much.
You gotta sacrifice for the Lord.
You
gotta sacrifice for the Lord. Thank you all very much. This is a big rhyme. It's gonna take time to get it memorized. Is anybody wanting to try this rhyme today? Okay, so let's practice and then we'll do it tomorrow again. Thank you all very much. Let's meet again tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Shri Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for so beautiful rhyme, and thank you so much, Kate. Okay, so let's finish our today's session by all saying together the Vaishnava Pranam mantra. Okay. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, दामोदर की जय, हर ग्रेस अंजना गोपिका माता जी की जय, हर ग्रेस सरोजानंदिनी माता जी की जय, लीला माता की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you so much, kids. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I welcome you all to another session of Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are understanding the important verses of Bhagavad Gita, translations and the meaning and day-to-day application in our lives. Okay. So, Asra, can you start with the prayers?
Yes, Mataji. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Should I say the whole thing or just...
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतवे श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And you can pick verses, but specifically let's concentrate on Madhava Parataram Nanya and Apareyamitasva. So if someone can, you can pick your own verses. Of course, you can choose from this as well. Whichever verse you want, you can chant. Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I do 7.7?
Yes, please.
It's not on there, but. Madhava Parataram Nanya Tyashe Dashti Dhananjaya Maya Sarvamidam Pratam Sutre Mani Ganaiva.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Anmol?
Mataji, can I do 7.5?
Yes.
Okay. Apareyami Tatsami Prakatam Vedime Param Jiva Bhuta Mahabaho Yayedam Dayate Jagat.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Anmol. And we do have others. We have Mishuk and Adi Purush, and then we have Siddharth. So actually, if you're not speaking, you can be on mute. There is a mute button against your name. You can be on mute. And when you're speaking, you can unmute yourself, speak, and then mute yourself. Okay. So Siddharth, Anmol, Adipurush, anyone, Mishuk, anyone wants to recite any verse in case you know? Siddharth can try.
Mataji, I can't see the thing right now.
Yeah. You can't see the thing?
Okay. Yeah, okay, now I can. I'll do 4.9, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead.
Janma karma ch me divyam evam yo veti tatotah tyaktva deham punarjanma. Maitama meti so Arjuna.
Okay, very good. Yes?
I'll do 4.7.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glane bhaviti bharata abhyutameva dharmasya tadada maham shijamiham.
Very good, very good. That's very nice. Okay. Good. Mishuk wants to try something?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes.
Can I do 2.23?
Yes. Nainam chindanti.
Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapo, na sosyati marutaha.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you all so much. Very good. Okay. So, let's quickly revise what we have seen in our previous class. So, in our previous two classes actually, we were seeing about God's energies, the para and the apara. The apara and the para energies. Para means superior, apara means inferior. So, we saw that his inferior energy is the material energy and it consists of 8 elements. So, anyone remembers the verse that spoke about these 8? Bhumi, Rapo, anyone wants to chant?
Is it the one with
Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, Kammano, Bhut. Remember that? Here, 7.4. What are the 8? The gross and the subtle elements.
Oh, is it okay. Mataji, may I do it?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Rumirapo nalavayu kamana bodhirevacha hankarya iti amme bhina prakriti rashtadha.
Yeah, these are the bhinna prakriti. So they are the 8. Okay. And then you have the spiritual energy, which is the soul, right? That is the verse that Anmol chanted. So that is about the spirit soul, who's actually exploiting the inferior nature. So this is what we have been seeing in our previous classes. And specifically in the previous class, this was the verse you chanted, we spoke about paratvam, that is Madhava parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. What more is there that is superior to me, Krishna is asking. Krishna is saying, I'm the supreme most. So that is what we saw. We saw his superiority. He is the supreme person. And in the same verse, he was saying that he's a very accessible person because everything rests on him. So he is very, very sweet. He comes down to the level of the jivas and he's easily accessible. So therefore, in that verse, Krishna said, Mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Just like how pearls are strung on a thread, everybody rests on me. Okay, so we saw this analogy of pearls being strung, and we saw how Krishna is like the string, and the pearls are the different jivas, and everything else in the material manifestation. Everything rests on him. Okay, so every little atom rests on Krishna. Krishna is like the underlying string, and he has a very personal relationship. He comes down as the super soul. He is always with us. So we saw all of it, how nicely he takes care of us. Okay, so these are the verses that we have seen in the previous session. And we also saw that Krishna wants every pearl to recognize the thread. That means Krishna wants every jiva to recognize that he is there for them and he is waiting for them to come back. So Krishna considers each one of us as very important and very precious. And in the spiritual world, he is waiting for us. So as of now, the necklace is like a necklace without some pearls. So we are those pearls and Krishna is waiting for us to come and fill it up. Okay, that is what we saw in our previous session. So now, in this class, we are going to see a very, very nice verse. And that is going to be verse number 7.8. Yes, 7.8 is the very next verse. It is a very sweet verse because it talks about Krishna's glories. Okay, how Krishna's energy is manifested everywhere. So we saw how Krishna is underlying in every living entity. Similarly, now we are going to see how Krishna's energy is manifesting everywhere around us. And in all the wonderful things, Krishna is present.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes. What happened? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Oh yes, Mataji. I just joined the call. I'm sorry.
Okay, very good. Welcome to the call. So we are going to do Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse number 8. Please repeat after me. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Prabhasmi sashi suryayo. Prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu. Pranavah sarva vedeshu. Pranavah sarva vedeshu. Shabdhake paurusham drishu. Shabdhake paurusham drishu. Shabdhake paurusham drishu. This was quite a tough verse to memorize, but let's try it together. Okay. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo.
Rasoham prabhasmi shashi suryayo.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu.
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 Pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu. Very good. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya
Last step. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya Pranavah
sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham nrishu.
Excellent, very nice. Okay, so can one of you again chant Bhumi Apunano Vayu Kammano Buddhi? Can you chant that verse again?
Wait, which verse?
Bhumi Rapunalo Vayu.
It wasn't chant. Oh, okay.
This one, 7.4. Recite it again. Can anyone do that?
Mataji, can I read it again?
Yes, please.
Bhumirapona lovayo kammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhyana praktirashtatha.
Okay. So remember this verse and the translation. Can you tell me what they are?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego all together constitutes man separate and mature energy.
Very good. So now let's see what this verse is about. So in that verse, Bhumi Apurnala Vayu, what is Apaha? Earth?
Water.
Water. Yes, water is Apa. What is Anala? What is Anala?
Anala.
Fire.
Very good. See, so now you see, let's look at some keywords. Okay, what is the meaning of rasa? Rasa.
Taste.
Taste, yeah, something that's tasty has a lot of ras in it. So it's called rasa. Now, apa we saw as water. So here, the same water is being used. Apsu, okay? So it's a same word in a different form. So apa, you see the same root is there. It's called water. Apa is water. Who's Kaunteya?
Son of Kunti.
Son of Kunti.
Arjuna, very good, son of Kunti. Prabha. Prabha means light, something that is bright. Light, that is called as Prabha. What is Shashi Surya? What is Shashi? What is Surya?
Moon and the sun.
Shashi means
sun.
the
Yes.
moon and Surya means the sun.
Very good. Shashi is the moon and Surya is the sun. Anyone knows what is Pranava?
The three letters. Sun.
A-U-M.
A-U-M.
What is that?
Om.
Om. That is called as Pranava.
Om.
Okay. And then Shabda? Sound. Alphabet.
Sound and vibration.
Vibration. Very good. Very good. Now you remember Bhumi, Apa, Nala, Vayu. What was that? Kam Mano Buddhi Revacha. What is Kam? Anyone remembers from the previous verse? Kam. Space.
Space.
Space, ether, yes. So the same thing, it's a different form of the same word. It is called K. Okay? Shabda K. K is Kam. Kam, K, all are the same. So it has the same root. It is the ether or space. Okay? Purusha, Paurusha means something that a Purusha holds. So the ability of man is called as Paurusha. And Nrishu means men. All the men are called as Nr. Again, the root word Nr indicates men or people. Okay? So Nrishu is men. So now let's see the translation. Okay? Repeat the translation after me. O son of Kunti.
O son of Kunti.
I am the taste of water.
I am the taste of water.
The taste of water.
The light of the sun and the moon.
The light of the sun and
The light of the sun and the moon.
The syllable Om in the Vedic mantras.
The syllable Om in the Vedic
mantra.
I am the sound and ether and ability in man.
I am the sound
and ether
and
ability in man.
Very nice, very nice. Good. Okay, so this is all our revision of the previous class. Now let me ask you a question. Okay, if you're very, very thirsty, you've not had water for a long time, you're doing some sort of nirjal fast, and after hours and hours you get a glass of water. I give you 2 glasses of water. One glass has sea water, ocean water. The other one has fresh water. Okay, fresh water purified from the tap. Okay, I'm giving you these 2 glasses of water. Which glass will you pick?
fresh water.
Fresh
Why?
water.
Why?
Because it's
Fresh.
It's purified and
Cleaner.
healthy for you.
Okay.
It doesn't have salt.
And the seawater is salty and high in sodium.
Seawater has a lot of bacteria in it.
Okay. Bacteria, it's unclean, it has salt. But why are you drinking the water? What is the reason for you to drink the water, first of all? So that it will
hydrate you.
Yeah.
Because of thirst and hydration.
Yes, hydration is going to quench your thirst. When you're very thirsty, the only thing you can think of is water. Why? Because it will quench your thirst. And what sort of water quenches the thirst? Fresh water. Fresh, crisp, clean, clear water will quench your thirst. Sea water will not quench your thirst. It will make you more thirsty. That's why when you're in the sea, in the ocean, when you're going in a ship, there may be water everywhere, but not a drop you can drink, right? Because it's not going to quench your thirst. So therefore, the attraction for this sort of water, pure water, why it is there? It is there because you're attracted to the taste, to the freshness, to the taste of that water. When you drink that water, you feel satisfied and your thirst is quenched. So attraction for water, it depends on the purity. It depends on the purity of the taste. And this pure taste that is there in fresh water is actually one of the energies of Krishna. So Krishna is saying, if you're going to drink water and get quenched, okay, the ability of water to quench your thirst, the taste in that, the natural taste in fresh water, that is me. That is my energy, Krishna is telling. Okay, so that is one aspect of Krishna's pervasive energy. So next time when you drink water and you feel satisfied, remember that was provided to you by Krishna's mercy. Next, Krishna says, I am the light of the sun and the moon. So we all know this is I wouldn't ask this as a big question to all of you. We all know daytime means sun, nighttime means moon. Okay? Now, when the sun is present, what does it provide us with? If the sun is absent, what are you missing? Tell me that.
Light. You're missing the light.
Light. And then?
The heat.
And then
Heat. Very good. Heat and light are the energies of the sun. So can you imagine a world without the sun?
No.
No, right? You can't survive. If you're in a world where there is no sun at all, you will not survive. Life cannot exist there. Plants are not going to grow. You all know, you're all excellent in science. You all know all your biology and all these that you have been learning since school days. So you know everything. Plants cannot exist. Animals will not survive without light and heat. Without sun, the whole world is going to turn cold. It's not easy, right? So sun is very, very important. And it is interesting that every day is followed by night. And who comes in the night?
The moon.
Who's out? The moon. What does the moon provide us with?
Moonlight?
Moonlight. Yes, moonlight. Yes. And how do you think the moonlight is? Sunlight is, it gives you heat and light. What does the moonlight do?
Cool down stuff?
Cool. Yes, that is correct. See how perfect nature is. In the daytime, it's hot. In the nighttime, it cools. So the moon is present there to give you rays, cooling rays. It makes you feel cool and nice. And you know what else it does? It nourishes all the fruits and vegetables. And the herbs, the different herbs that is there, all of them gained nourishment actually from moon rays. This is there in our scriptures. When the sun is present, we all know, with the chlorophyll in the leaves, the plants, they make food and they grow. But the real juice in a fruit or a vegetable is sustained and nourished when the moonlight falls on it. Okay? So only when there is moon, the juice in the vegetables is formed. So you see these fruits and vegetables, they're also juicy. Where do you think it's coming from? How it is manufactured inside the fruit and vegetable? It is possible only through the moon rays. This is Vedic science. Okay, Vedic science tells us it is not only the sun rays that is important, but also the moon rays. Okay, they nourish, they give the juice in all the fruits and vegetables. And it is so interesting that both the sun and the moon are like the eyes of the Lord. Okay? Krishna is so powerful. The sun and the moon are like his eyes. And he is directly controlling the sun and the moon. And Bhagavatam has a very, very beautiful chapter about the movement of the sun and how the sun causes different seasons in different months of the year. And this sun that moves is called as the wheel of time, because the sun decides time, right? Based on the sun, actually time is framed. Morning, evening, afternoon, all this is based on the movement of the sun. So therefore, Bhagavatam or our scripture, they don't just talk about the sun as a red globe and it is something that is scorching hot and it gives light and heat. It doesn't stop there. Bhagavatam also tells us more. What does it tell us? It tells us that there is a personality called as a sun god. He's called as Aditya Deva. He's present there. You see in this picture, you see a personality who's present inside the chariot. He's called as Aditya Deva. He has a charioteer who's called as Aruna, who's reddish in color. He's called Aruna. And he takes control of these horses. Okay? So he takes control of these horses and he pulls these horses and he moves. So that is the Kalachakra, the sun moving around. The sun is not just a planet or an astral body that is there far away. It also has a personality. So all these inside details are revealed by the Bhagavatam. And there is so much more, you know. There are, it says that there are Valakilyas, there are some sages who are offering prayers. There are Gandharvas, there are Apsaras, and so many people who are accompanying the sun god and his charioteer and his chariot. So like this, the sun god from the sun, he travels through the entire universe for a very, very long distance. At a very, very high speed, he covers a lot of miles per minute. So lots of details is there in the Bhagavatam. Now you must have all heard in your books that sun is fixed and the earth goes round the sun, right? So according to the version of the Vedic scriptures, everything is moving, only the pole star is fixed. Everything is in relative motion. So the sun appears to be fixed, that is correct, but still everything ultimately is in relative motion with respect to the pole star. That is Bhagavatam's version. It's just a piece of information. You don't have to get confused with it. So the point I was trying to make is everything is under the control of Krishna. Krishna is saying, I am the rays of the sun and the moon. Okay, I am the sun, I am the moon, because the sun and the moon are like his eyes. And there is so much description about the movement of the sun in our scriptures. Not only is sun described in great detail, but also there is a lot of description about the moon, the cooling moon that comes out in the night. So the different phases of the moon is described. How there is new moon, full moon. You must have read all this in your science books. Different phases of the moon. 15 days, there is one, what do you call that, waxing moon, and then the waning moon. Like that, all this is described there. And not only that, there is inside information again about the moon. It says that the moon is a predominating deity of everyone's mind. The moon is full of personalities. Moon is not a vacant planet according to our scriptures. It is full of potentialities. It represents the influence of the Supreme Lord. It is an energy of the Lord. And the moon is called as Manomaya because it controls the mind. Our mind is always affected by the moon. According to scripture, it is Annamaya. Why? Because it gives the juice and fruits and vegetables and herbs and plants. All these are nourishing us only because of the presence of the moon. And he is Amritamaya only because these plants and other things are there, we are able to be nourished and all living entities are surviving in this world. So, scripture says that both sun and moon are equally responsible for life on earth to flourish. Without the sun and the moon, life cannot flourish. So, the moon again is a very interesting, it has an interesting influence on demigods, human beings, animals, birds, reptiles, and everyone. So therefore, the moon is called Sarvamaya, all pervading. So Krishna's energy is fully invested in the moon as well as in the sun. Both are completely under Krishna's control. So that is the second aspect of the verse. The first aspect of the verse is Krishna says, I am the taste and water. Second, he says he is the shine of the moon and the sun. He is the sunshine and he is the moonshine. Krishna is giving that energy. They both are by Krishna. Next he says, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras is me. Om represents Krishna, Krishna is saying. And Om, you must have all heard, is the sound of the universe. It is said when the universe was created, it was created with the Omkara. Omkara is the sound. It is also called as Pranava. So the well-known sound form is called as Om. And that Om represents Krishna. There are so many Vedic mantras. You all must have chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That so many mantras are there. And you see that Pranava, that Om is there in the beginning. That Om represents Krishna. It is a very, very powerful vibration. That Om represents Krishna. And that Om is actually non-different from the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna's form is there in that vibration. When you chant Om, it is something impersonal. But when you chant Hare Krishna, when you say Krishna, that is also sound vibration. And Krishna's form is there. So therefore, we everywhere we recommend the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is more powerful. It is more personal. It brings the form of Krishna. So therefore, it is more personal and very, very powerful. Then Krishna says, I am the Paurusham Drishu. What is that? Ability in man. Okay? So, you see, everyone has a unique ability. All of you have different abilities. So can you all tell me what are the unique abilities that you have? Something unique about you, which you can do. Some interesting skill that you have.
I'm a really good drawer.
Really good?
Drawer.
Wow, that's very nice. Nice, interesting. Anyone else?
I'm a good writer.
Writer, drawer, very nice, very nice.
I play the violin.
Violin, wow, interesting.
I also play the flute.
You play the flute. See, there is so much ability in each one of you. So all of you are filled with skills. You all have so many nice skills. Krishna is saying, I am that skill. I am that ability in man. So tell me, you all told me that you're a good drawer, writer, you play good flute, violin, and all these things you told me. Now you tell me, have there been any time where you were not able to perform well? Has there been any situation where you were not able to perform well? You've had these bad days?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ultimately, actually, Krishna is in control. Okay? He gives you that ability. There's another verse that we will be hearing that Krishna says, remembrance and forgetfulness comes from me. So it appears that Krishna is controlling everything. Krishna has given the special skill to you and he's in complete control of it. Okay, when he thinks that he wants to bless you with it, he will give it. When he wants to withdraw, he will withdraw. So ultimately, all the ability that you may have is ultimately controlled by Krishna. Krishna himself is the ability in man. Whatever power we have it because of the mercy of Krishna. Krishna is giving us his mercy. That's why we have it. And a classic example of that was Arjuna. We all know what a great warrior Arjuna was. He performed so well in the battlefield. But after Krishna left the planet, he couldn't even lift his Gandiva bow. That bow you see here, he couldn't even lift it. He couldn't even string it. He had so much trouble. And there were so many ladies who were seeking protection of Arjuna. And Arjuna couldn't give that protection. Because he felt in the absence of Krishna, his ability was lost. So it is very important for us to nurture our abilities, to improve our skills. It is always important to seek shelter of Krishna. When Krishna blesses us, when Krishna feels that, you should get all the skills in full, he will give it to you. So when we surrender and we seek the shelter of Krishna, our abilities actually improve. And that was proved by Arjuna. In Krishna's absence, he just couldn't do anything. But when he surrendered and fought in the battle, he could do everything because Krishna was by his side. Okay? And we saw about all these in this material world. We saw about water, we saw about sun, moon, the ability in man. We saw about the sound vibrations. Okay, in all the sound vibrations, Krishna is there. We saw all of this, all of that in this world. Everything, everywhere Krishna's energy is pervading and Krishna is controlling each of these elements. Krishna is the Lord of the sun, he is the Lord of the moon, he is the Lord of the water, he is Lord of sound, and he is the supreme controller of each and every living entity. He controls everyone. Everyone is subordinate to him. There is nothing greater than him. That's what we saw in the previous verse. There is nothing, not even a little thing that is greater than him. So there is a beautiful story in Mahabharata about Jayadratha. I'll tell you the story. So there was a very powerful king. He was very skillful. His name was Jayadratha. And once when he was going on his chariot in the forest, one day he saw Draupadi. Okay, Draupadi is the wife of the Pandavas. He saw Draupadi and he thought, why should the Pandavas have this girl? I will take her. And he kidnapped Draupadi. So he kidnapped Draupadi. He put her on his chariot and he started riding away. And Draupadi was screaming for help because she didn't want to be kidnapped by this Jayadratha. And when she was screaming for help, at that time the Pandavas came and they rescued her and they saved her. But the Pandavas were very, very angry with Jayadratha. They didn't like his behavior because he has no right to kidnap someone else's wife. So they wanted to kill him. At that time Draupadi said, no, you cannot kill him because this Jayadratha is actually married to one of your sisters. The Kauravas actually had a sister and Jayadratha was married to her. Now Pandavas and Kauravas were cousins. So in one sense they were like brothers. And this Ducchala, who's actually the sister of the Kauravas, was like the sister of the Pandavas as well. Now this Dushala was actually married to this Jayadratha. So Draupadi said, no killing him, you can humiliate him. That is, you can, shave off his head and make him look ugly and send him. But there's no question of killing him because your sister Dushala will become a widow. She will be without her husband. So don't kill him, but you can punish him. So therefore, the Pandavas in anger, they shaved up his head and they put random shikas on all of his head and they left him half bald and they sent him. Now this Jayadratha, he was so angry, he was so upset because he was humiliated like this and he was looking so funny and so ugly. So he went and he started performing severe penances to somehow please Lord Shiva and get some boons from him. So as he was doing all these austerities to please Lord Shiva, finally Lord Shiva appeared in front of him. Then Jayadratha, you see this picture here, he asked Lord Shiva, I want a very special boon. Lord Shiva asked, what is that boon that you want? Jayadratha said, I want to defeat all the Pandavas. I want to conquer over all the Pandavas. Then Lord Shiva said, that's not possible because Krishna is on their side. As long as Krishna is there on their side, they are going to have all the abilities and they will win. Krishna has the ability in man. If Krishna is on the side of the Pandavas, there is no question of defeating them. Then Jayadratha said, okay, give me some boon in a way that I can actually, attack the Pandavas and make them feel low. So then Lord Shiva said, okay, I will give you this boon that on one day, just on one day, you can actually conquer the Pandavas except Arjuna. Except Arjuna, you can kind of lock everybody in one place. I'll give you that boon. So Jayadratha said, okay, and he went away. And during the Mahabharata war, on the 14th day of the war, on the 13th day actually, it so happened that this Jayadratha, he ended up unfairly killing Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu was the son of Arjuna. So in an unfair way, he was responsible for killing Abhimanyu. At that time, Arjun got very angry because his dear son was killed. So Arjun, at that day, he vowed that he would kill Jayadratha the very next day, which was the 14th day of the battle. And he made a very fearsome vow. He said, if I don't kill Jayadratha tomorrow, I will enter fire and kill myself. Now he made this very strong vow. Krishna was shocked. He said, what are you talking? Why are you making such serious vows? But Arjun said, no, he killed my dear son. I have to take revenge. I will kill him. And if I don't kill him, I'm useless. So I'm going to enter fire. Krishna, he is a very good friend of his devotee. He'll never let his devotee down. On the 14th day of the battle, it was extremely difficult to defeat Jayadratha. It was extremely hard. And Krishna had to kill him before sunset. Because during those days in the war would be fought only when the sun is out. Once the sun sets, the war should be called off. That was the rule. So it was almost approaching sunset and our dear Arjuna hadn't killed Jayadratha. So at that time, to help his devotee, our Krishna, who's the Supreme Lord, who controls the sun, everybody is subordinate to him, sun rays, moon rays, everything under Krishna's control. With his Yogamaya potency, that minute, he blocked the sun. He blocked the sunshine. Not with the Sudarshan Chakra. That is the problem. I tell you why. He didn't do it with the Sudarshan Chakra. That is the later version that we heard. But actually, how can he block the sun with Sudarshan Chakra? You know why? Because Sudarshan Chakra is million times brighter than the sun. So how can one sun block another sun? It's not possible. So if you read the Mahabharata, it specifically says, Krishna blocked the sun with his Yogamaya potency. That is with his Maya Shakti. With his personal potency, he blocked the sun rays. Okay? Even I was thinking it's Sudarshan Chakra, but apparently it's not. Because Sudarshan Chakra is more bright, million times brighter than the sun. Krishna's personal weapon. He didn't use that. So with his Yogamaya potency, he blocked the sun. And when he blocked the sun rays, what happened? It appeared like there was sunset, and Jayadratha looked towards the sun and he saw, wow, the sun is gone. It's set. I am the winner. Now Arjuna has to die. And he was jumping and he was rejoicing so happily. And when he turned around, that minute Krishna told him, shoot the arrow on his head. Arjuna was confused. I thought it's sunset. Krishna said, no, it's my potency. I am going to remove the block. So Krishna removed the block. Arjuna shot the arrow, and at that time Krishna told him a very specific instruction. Krishna told him, when you shoot the arrow should go, chop off his head, and it should go to a place called as Shamanta Panchaka. That is where this Jayadratha's father was doing meditation. It should go there and fall on the lap of his father. Okay, there was a specific instruction. Now Arjun, he had to listen to this instruction. He had to choose an arrow. He had to apply perfect mantras, and that arrow should go and hit this head of Jayadratha, and it should go and fall so many meters away outside the battlefield where Jayadratha's father was sitting and meditating on his lap. There is another secret behind that. Because Jayadratha's father had a boon that whoever chopped off his son's head, that person, the chopper, the person who chopped off his son's head, that person's head would burst into 1,000 pieces. So this was a rare boon that Jayadratha's father had. So the idea was that whoever was, actually the way he asked that boon is, whoever is responsible for my son's head to fall down, whoever is responsible for my son's head to fall down, that person's head should burst into 1,000,000 pieces. So the idea Krishna made was, you put the arrow in such a way that Jayadratha's head is taken off and it falls on the lap of his father. So the minute a meditating man sees a chopped head on his lap, what would he do? He would just get up in a shock, right? He would just get up. So similarly, Jayadratha's father, he got up in shock and he was responsible for that head to fall on the ground. So therefore, Jayadratha's father's head, that burst into 1,000,000 pieces. All this was controlled by Krishna. Everything. If Arjuna was left to himself, nothing would have happened. It was all Krishna who was controlling the whole thing. Krishna was controlling when the sun would set. Krishna was in fact blocking the sun rays because it was his energy. And Krishna was controlling the ability in Arjuna. Everything happened only because of Krishna. Krishna was present in the battlefield. Now, we also saw that Krishna, he controls water, right? We saw about water. He's the taste in water. That's what we saw. Actually, whatever is there in water, Varuna is the god of waters. There is even Samudra Raj, who's the god of the seas. Okay, all of them are under Krishna's control. And you must have all read this story in Krishna book. Anyone knows the story of Krishna going to Varun Loka to rescue his father? Anyone has heard of that story from the Krishna book?
Yes, Mataji. No.
Can you say that story? It's a very short story. Yeah.
Nanda Maharaj and some of the Vrajavasis had gone for was it like Shiva Puja or?
No, Ekadasi. They were.
Yeah, and they had gone to the lake, and Nanda Maharaj went to bathe in the lake, but Varuna catched him, and he pulled him underwater. So then Krishna found out, and Krishna went to save Nanda Maharaj from the grasp of Varuna, and he let him free.
Yeah, so Krishna was there under control. I mean, Krishna was in control there, because Varuna, immediately when he saw Krishna, he realized that this is Krishna. And he let Nanda Maharaj free, and he paid obeisances to Krishna right there. So you see, Krishna is in control of everything, not just sun, moon. He is in control of the waters as well. And here you see the ocean god Samudra Raj. Who's this? Who's the shooting arrow? Anyone knows? Who's shooting arrow here?
Nothing. We can only see the verse.
Yeah,
we can only see the verse.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You should have told me. I had beautiful slides for you all.
Oh, Lord Ram.
Okay, this was Jayadratha. This was the ability in man. If you missed all this, this was Omkara. This was the moon. You should have told me. Okay, anyways. So here, who's this? Is this Lord Ramachandra? Yeah. Ramachandra, What did he do to the ocean god? What is the story about? Okay. So when Ram wanted to cross the ocean, he's the Supreme Lord. He wanted to cross the ocean. Okay. So when he wanted to cross the ocean, he followed the etiquette of normal human beings. He wanted the ocean. He wanted to ask the ocean god to let him pass through the ocean. So he did some austerities. He slept on darba grass, that is a special type of grass. He slept on that doing austerities for 3 days, waiting for the ocean god to appear in front of him. But the ocean god never appeared in front of him. So Ram got so angry. He said, you know what? You're not appearing in front of me. I know what to do. I'll show you my power. He took out an arrow and he said, I will dry this entire ocean. Now, which human being can dry the entire ocean? Unless one is greater than the waters, only he can dry the entire ocean. So he aimed an arrow and he wanted to dry out the entire Indian Ocean that is there. South of India, there is this huge ocean called as Indian Ocean. He wanted to dry it out completely. At that time, Samudra Raj, or the Lord of the Oceans, he appeared and he asked for apologies. And he told Ram can construct a bridge in a particular place. And Ram constructed a bridge and they crossed the ocean. So this is another case where Ram showed his authority over all elements of nature. Because Bhumi, Apo, Nala, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhi, everything is under Krishna's control. So, that was what we saw today. Krishna says, I am the taste in water, I am the light of the sun and the moon. The syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, which is the source of all creation, the sound that travels in space. I am the sound in ether. I am the sound in ether. And I am the ability in man. So he says all this. This is what is verse 7.8. I think because we have taken a very long time today. I'm so sorry. So anyone quickly wants to recite the verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, go ahead. Yes. It's stuck again. It's
yeah,
yes, go ahead.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhashmi sashi suryaya pranava sarva vedeshu sabdake purusham rishu.
Very good. Next.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryaya pranava sarva vedeshu sabdake purusham rishu.
Very good.
Ashutosh.
Yes, go ahead.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryayo pranaha sarva vedeshu sabdake parusham rishu.
Very nice. Good.
Hare Go Mataji.
Yes.
I like to recite.
Yes, go ahead.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhu asmai sasi suryayo pravanavaha sarva vedeshu sabdha ke purusham nishu.
Good, good, good. Very nice.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhashmi shashi suryayo pranava sarva vedeshu sabda ke paurusham rishu.
Very good. Good, good, good. Anyone else? Yes, go ahead.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryayo pranava sarva vedeshu sabdake purusham rishu.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Okay, very good. Good. Then we'll end the call and we'll meet again next week. Okay. Did anyone else want to chant? Did I miss anyone? Okay, so then we can end the call. We'll meet next week with Anna. Yes. Did someone want to chant? Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll meet next week. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.